You bring the napkins, I bring the wine. We never argue which glass is mine. You hum off pitch, I sing too loud, but somehow we still make a sound. I used to want things wrapped in bows, 1,000 signs before I chose. But now you text, I made us toast, and that's the kind I want the most. Let's not make it complicated. We're not lost or overstated. We're just here, and that's enough. You don't need to play it tough. I smile, you laugh. The sky's not faded. Let's not make this love complicated. We skip the scripts, we burn the rules. We kiss between our half-washed spoons. So when they ask, define your state, I say we nap, we show up late. And no one's ever more elated than two fools who didn't complicate it. We were just talking about old cartoons, something silly like ducks on the moon. You looked at me, I smiled too wide, and that was it, I'd crossed the line. No thunderclap, no angels sang, I didn't even feel a bang. But suddenly my chest felt light, and I was yours by Friday night. I didn't mean to fall this deep, but you were there and I lost sleep. No warning signs, no red or green, I just loved you in between. So da 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 da. I guess that's love, no plan, no cue, just a soft breath, and suddenly you. So now we dance, no steps to learn, just simple hearts and how they turn. And if you ask me when it hit, I'll say I fell without thinking of it. Ooh. I love the way you lose your phone, then find it in your hand alone. The way you talk while brushing teeth, and hum when stepping off the street. I love the things you never fix, the silly socks, the movie pics. It's not the big, the plan, the kiss. I love the way you exist. it off. You sneeze in twos, then fake a cough. You mispronounce my middle name, and every time I love the same. It's not about what you could do or who you were before we grew. I never wrote a checklist list, I just fell for how you exist. No gold to win, no mask to drop, just you, just this, no mountaintop. So don't improve, don't clean your twist. Stay out, stay late, stay half dismissed. I'm happy here where nothing's missed, just me and you as you exist. We didn't plan a thing, we know. We just showed up and let it grow. No chasing signs, no fate assigned, just time and coffee intertwined. You laugh at clouds, I fold your coat. You read my mind, I clear your throat. And somehow, in the tiny moves, we found a path we didn't choose. No reason came, no signal bright, no cosmic bell rang in the night. We just began, and then we grew. No reason, still love. Still you. I never made a case for us, but still you came, still earned my trust. So here we are, no epic tale, just two soft hearts that didn't bail. No reason why, no proof to shove, just this. No reason, still love. I like the way you laugh at air, like something funny might live there. You point at clouds and name them Dave. You wave at cats like they behave. You trip on rugs and blame your shoes, then say it's gravity's abuse. I swear I've never laughed so much. You turn each dull thing into touch. No need to be profound or wise. You wink and roll uneven dice, and I'm not sure what pulled me in, but I'm still caught in your wide grin. I'll take the joy your giggles make. So go ahead, misread the sign. Make up a dance with no clear line. I'll be right here, no need for bluffing. I love the way you laugh at nothing. We didn't write it on the wall or check the stars or make a call. You texted, wanna hang today, and now you're here, and that's okay. We didn't book a fancy place, just laid around and shared some space. You touched my foot beneath the blue, no plan at all, just you. We burned the toast, forgot the time. You played some jazz, I sang offline. We danced a bit, no song in mind, just love that's slow and undefined. No map to guide, no rule to do. I didn't chase, I just met you. And every day without a cue feels better still, with no plan, just you. Some chase love like a lightning strike. I find it here, mid-afternoon light. No need for stars or cosmic view, just your soft laugh, my old shampoo. You stir your tea, I count to two, that's all I need. No plan, just you. You came along like autumn rain, not loud, not fierce, just soft and plain. You didn't ask me to believe, you just sat down, and I could breathe. No sweeping vows, no clever lines, just dinner plates and lemon rinds. You held my hand and met my eyes, and somehow I never asked why. Love just bloomed between the shores, between the errands spilled on floors. It crept into my quiet sky. I never fought. I never asked why. kitchen jars. I never guessed, I can't deny, but you are home. I never asked why. We don't need rules or perfect plans or ring-bound books with wedding bands. I like your socks that never match. You like my hair when it's a mess. We don't do poems, don't do scripts. We burn the toast and laugh through it. And every kiss feels like a gift. Let's just keep loving like this. You bring me coffee in one shoe. I hum a song with no clear tune. We don't have dates, we just exist between the laundry and the kiss. No grand unveil, no burning bliss. Let's just keep loving like this. No fireworks, no fateful chase. Just you and me in this small space. The couch we nap on after lunch. The inside jokes, the apple crunch. I don't need more, don't need to wish. Let's just keep loving like this. Chase love with open doors. I'll take the quiet, warm and true, that shows up daily next to you. You didn't ask me where I've been. You poured some tea and let me in. No grand reveal, no need to speak. Your silence said what words can't keep. No fairy tale, no tight ballet. Just steady arms and open day. I never knew quite what to say. It feels right, so I stay. We don't have plans 5 years ahead, just music playing while we spread the jam on toast. Too much again. You laugh and say we're not pretend. No perfect match, no script to play, but something makes me breathe this way. I never guessed love could feel this plain. It feels right, so I stay. You don't need a dazzle shine, you just need to make me fine. And here I sit, no need to go. You make just need reasons, charts and signs. I just need hands that fit with mine. No history books, no cosmic fate, just you and me, one quiet plate. You love me like a warm spring day, no promises, no debt to pay. And if you ask why I love this way, I'll smile and say it feels right, so I stay. You wait for me to find the words. You don't rush in or throw in thirds. You let my pauses breathe their space. You never hurry up my pace. You pour the wine before I ask. You fold my thoughts into your task. I never feel the need to run. With you each moment feels like one. This is love that doesn't push, doesn't nudge or make me hush. It holds its breath, then gently erupts. This is love that never interrupts. And in the world of louder sound, your silence wraps and brings me round. So keep your hush and steady air. It tells me more than shouting care. You show you wait, you never erupt. Your love that never interrupts. I didn't plan to fall today. I only came for toast and tea. You sat 2 tables down and smiled, and that was all it took from me. I wasn't searching, wasn't bare, but something sparked out of the air. No warning bells, no cosmic burst. I loved you 'cause you smiled first. You didn't ask my hopes or fears. You didn't try to win me near. You You asked if I had sugar spare, and somehow I gave you more than there. No vows were made, no fate rehearsed. I loved you 'cause you smiled first. Not every love needs lightning skies or tangled pasts or teary eyes. Sometimes it's toast and lazy sun and knowing that you're not the one. But still I'd walk you home each night and hold your hand in kitchen light and laugh about how unrehearsed this love is, 'cause you smiled first. Maybe we won't write history or change the stars or bend the sea, but darling, what a joy it is to simply love like this. No need to ask what this all means or solve our hearts with tangled strings. You smiled, I smiled, and then we stayed. No timelines drawn, no debts to pay. And though the world spins unreversed, my heart still hums, 'cause you smiled first. We built a story page by page in corner booths and midnight stage. You said we'll write it as we go, but time rewrote it soft and slow. The double bass kept time beneath while we just danced and lost belief. We didn't fight, we didn't fall, we just forgot to feel it all. I still remember quiet days when silence slipped between our gaze. The little laughs began to fade, as if we knew but were afraid. We thought the love would write itself, but left the chapters on the shelf. No final scene, no closing door, just less and less of what came before. We forgot the ending love. We drifted slow, then gave enough. The movie stopped before the lines where I'd have said, still you are mine. No tears, no flames, no grand goodbye, just subtle space and fading sky. And now I hold this missing scene, a story lost between the screen. The coffee cooled, the songs grew still, our names grew quiet, yet we'd still pretend we didn't feel the fade, as if that kept the hurt at bay. I should have asked if we were done, but no one names the setting sun. We let it slide like gentle rain till all that's left was just refrain. Some loves explode, some loves collapse, but ours just slipped into the gaps. I sometimes wish we screamed that day instead of slowly drifted gray. We earned a break, we earned an end, but never wrote what might have been. And now I wander through the plot, remembering what we forgot. We forgot the ending love, and now there's no one to speak of, just pages torn and unturned lines and whispered echoes in my mind. You left a pause I can't define, and in that space you're still half mine. No credits rolled, no curtain fall, just silence that explained it all. The bass still hums that final tone, and in its hum I'm not alone. For though you're gone, I still pretend that someday we'll write the end, end. The kettle whistles just off key. The rain taps down like wait for me. Your footsteps soft across the wood. I never guessed that this felt good. A clink of cup, a sleepy hum. Your half-formed words, my fingers numb. It's not a song the world would name, but every note still feels the same. You speak in yawns, I smile through toast. No headlines read, no need to boast. Just you in socks with mismatched stripes, and me just happy this is life. No spotlight shines, no curtain falls, but something soft connects it all. And in between each glance and brew, every day just sounds like you. Not grand, not loud, not rich or fast, but soft and sure, the kind that lasts. Like rhythm built on quiet cue, this melody just sounds like you. Let others chase the violins, I'll take the hum of where you've been. The faucet drip, the cupboard creak, the laugh you lose mid-sentence speak. And when they ask what music played, when love began and gently stayed, I'll say it came with rain and glue every day. Just sounded like you. We never need to fill the space. Just let the silence find its place. You read a book, I close my eyes. The fan hums soft like lullabies. No rush, no need to entertain. Just you and me in window rain. There's magic in this still duet, our kind of quiet. You lean your head against my knee. I sip my tea, you hum off key. We don't compete to speak our minds. Our hearts just rest aligned in time. Some love needs words or storms or flight. We bloom beneath this soft twilight, where nothing's forced and nothing's dead, just us and quiet. The world can show its endless chase. Will I hear still enfolded grace? You touch my hand, no need to say I'm here, I love you, I won't stray. It's louder than the loudest yet, our kind of quiet. You don't need to try too hard. No magic tricks, no calling cards. You don't recite romantic lines, but I still hear I'm yours just fine. You let me win at Scrabble night, then steal my fries with zero fright. And when I sigh, too tired to move, ooh, kiss my cheek, nothing to prove. There's peace in love that doesn't chase, that lives in one warm, open face. No fireworks, no big debut, just comfort There's dust on books we used to share. Your coffee cup still lingers there. But nothing broke, no shattered frame, just a sadness I can't quite name. The upright bass begins to breathe, a quiet pulse beneath the grief. Not storm, not scream, not even flame, just a sadness without a name. No final fight, no suitcase sound, no shouting echo through the ground. You faded like a whispered tune that disappears before it blooms. And now I sit where light once played, in afternoons that never stayed. I reach for you, but all that came was a sadness I can't quite name. It's not regret, it's not despair, it's something floating in the air. A hollow spot the light won't fill, a memory that won't sit still. I try to cry, but nothing lands, just silence cupped inside my hands. You're not to blame, I'm not the same, just lost in a word I can't quite name. I find your scarf, it smells like spring, but doesn't spark remembering, just lingers soft like distant smoke, a warmth that vanished when we spoke. No answers came, no pages turned, just time that passed and bridges burned. No one to curse, no one to claim, just a sadness I can't quite name. If love can leave without a sound, without a crack, without a wound, then maybe this is how it ends. No enemy, no need to mend, but something lingers in the shade of what we were and didn't say. It haunts the air like gentle rain, a sadness I can't explain. It's not goodbye, it's not hello, it's somewhere love forgot to go. A quiet room, a distant hum, a song undone before it's drummed. You're not gone wrong, I'm not betrayed, we just outgrew what never stayed. And now I sit with just this frame of sadness I can't quite name. The bass still plays a single line that fades like us outside of time. No blame, no fire, no one to tame, just a sadness I'll never name. Love isn't roses on the stairs, or shouting names in summer air. Sometimes it's socks left on the floor, or whispering I lock the door. It's making lunch and burning rice, then laughing twice, then laughing thrice. It's folding clothes and singing wrong, or staying up till just one song. Love looks like this, unbrushed, unplanned, a shoulder rub, a held out hand. No movie script, no neon kiss, just daily grace and quiet bliss. I'll say we didn't need a trick. You're here, I'm here, and that's enough to write our soft and faithful stuff. So if this love is not fireworks, then good, it wears, it works. Unbrushed, unplanned, a shoulder rub, a held-out hand. No movie script, no neon kiss, just daily grace and quiet bliss. And if they ask what made it stick, I'll say we didn't need a trick. You're here, I'm here, and that's enough to write our soft and faithful stuff. So if this love is not fireworks, then good, it lasts, it works. The coat still hangs behind the door, your books untouched, your shoes on floor. The chair you love still leans a bit, as if you'd just come back and sit. The violin begins to cry like windows weep in morning sky. This room still breathes in soft perfume, and every shadow holds your name. I'll water plants you used to tend, and play your vinyl now and then. Your coffee mug stays by the sink, I wash it slow. I always think how something small could hold so much, a memory trapped in shape and touch. You're not around, yet here you are, in every light, in every scar. The room still wears your name, you know, in books unread and candle glow. The way the blanket folds itself, the air that hums like no one else. You left but didn't take it all. The space still echoes every call. I try to move, but it's the same. This room still wears your name. The mirror fogs but shows you still, the way you stood so soft, so still. I reach but touch the emptiness, and dress the silence like a guest. The violin begins again, it plays what words could not defend. A love that lived in every shelf and broke when we forgot ourselves. Some say to pack, to paint, to change, but grief does not obey such a range. It clings to doorknobs, drapes, and light, and fills the spaces left each night. I keep it all, not out of pain, but just to hear you once again, in creaking floorboards in the flame. This room still softly speaks your name. The room still wears your name, my love, in ceilings low and skies above, in drawers half closed and keys misplaced. could give me much. You're gone, but somehow not the same, because this room still wears your name. The violin fades into night, a single note, a fading light. And as I close the window pane, I whisper once, you still remain. The coat still hangs behind the door, your books untouched, your shoes on floor. The chair you loved still leans a bit, as if you'd just come back and sit. The violin begins to cry, like windows weep in morning sky. This room still breathes in soft perfume, and every shadow holds your name. I water plants you used to tend, and play your vinyl now and then. Your coffee mug stays by the sink, I wash it slow. I always think how something small could hold so much, a memory trapped in shape and touch. You're not around, yet here you are, in every light, in every scar. The room still wears your name, you know, in books unread and candle glow. The way the blanket folds itself, the air that hums like no one else. You left but didn't take it all. This space still echoes every call. I try to move, but it's the same. This room still wears your name. The mirror fogs but shows you still, the way you stood so soft, so still. I reach but touch the emptiness and rest the silence like a guest. The violin begins again, it plays what words could not defend. A love that lived in every shelf and broke when we forgot ourselves. Some say to pack, to paint, to change, but grief does not obey such range. It clings to doorknobs, drapes, and light, and fills the spaces left each night. I keep it all, not out of pain, but just to hear you once again, in creaking floorboards in the flame. This room still softly speaks your name. The room still wears your name, my love, in ceilings low and skies above, in drawers half closed and keys misplaced, in photos time refused to waste. I live with all the things you touched, as if the past could give me much. You're gone, but somehow not the same, because this room still wears your name. The violin fades into night, a single note, a fading light. And as I close the window pane, I whisper once, you still remain. The rain came slow that Tuesday night, like it had nowhere else to be. It tapped the glass like distant thoughts, then settled in quietly. I watched it trace the old porch steps, the path where we would often talk. Your shadow faded with the storm, but echoes lingered in your walk. The upright piano played itself in creaks and keys we left behind. You'd sit and hum without a tune, and I would harmonize in time. Now silence holds the melody, while puddles form around the past, and all I hear is distant grief, a love too tender, gone too fast. What the rain left behind was more than tears on the sill. It carved your name in water that time could never still. A letter never sent, a cup you didn't clear, a scent that haunts my sweater, a voice I almost hear. It wasn't thunder that remained, just what the rain left behind. I wore your coat to face the storm, though summer tried to make it right. The sleeves were long, the wind was sharp, but it still felt like you that night. I passed the bench beneath the tree, the one you carved with trembling hand. The rain had washed your name away, but I still saw it in the sand. We think love fades with rainfall's touch, but water keeps what we forget. The sidewalk holds our laughter still, the drain pipe sings of our regret. Some say the past will always dry, but mine replays in drops that fall. Each one contains a word we missed, a kiss we couldn't make at all. What the rain left behind was not just sky on the ground. It soaked into my longing. It played where you're not found, a piano barely breathing, a window sealed in blue, a house that won't stop listening for something still like you. No thunder, no rewind, just what the rain left behind. The last drop hit the garden stone. I stood and watched, completely still. You're gone and yet the rain remains with everything I feel. I found a photo, bent, torn, our faces faded, edges worn. You had that smile I used to chase, but now it looks like someone else's face. The organ hums a low refrain, like asking things I can't explain. A melody too still to feel. Were we ever real? I tell my friends we had our time. They nod and pour another wine. I fake a grin, I fake the tale, but deep inside it all feels pale. I close my eyes and hear your name, but can't recall how you once came, or if you touched me just to heal, or if we were ever real. Did you love me or love the role I played so well to make us whole? Did I see truth or just pretend that something broken wouldn't bend? We said forever, soft and slow, but maybe I just didn't know the difference love and need conceal. Tell me, were we real? The couch still holds the shape you left, but was it love or just a guest? Were we two souls who softly merged, or strangers wrapped in common words? The organ sways in minor chords like questions time has never cured. I wait for something firm to feel, but nothing proves we were real. Memory paints in colors blurred, it changes tone in every word, and maybe I've romanticized what wasn't love, just compromise. Or maybe love was truly there, but not enough for us to share. And now I search through every peel of truth that never healed. I wore your coat, you sang my song, but did we both just play along? I held your hand, but did you stay? Or were you always walking away? I tell myself that it was deep, but now I only lose sleep, wondering what time might receive you. Were we real? The organ fades, the question stays, like smoke that never finds its blaze. And in the quiet I still kneel, not sure if we were real. I saw you in that old cafe, the one we used to meet halfway. You stirred your drink, I caught your eyes, a flicker lost in lullabies. The harmonica began to moan like wind through streets we used to own, and for a breath it felt like then we almost spoke again. You smiled polite, then looked away. I nearly called, but let it lay. My fingers tapped the tabletop. My courage rose, then slowly dropped. We sat like strangers in the light that once held us in softer nights, and silence pressed where words had been. We almost spoke again. What would I say? What could you hear? 1,000 if you still dream of dancing slow in movie scenes. But time had turned us both to stone, and now our history walks alone. The past was loud but present then, and so we almost spoke again. The harmonica cried one low note like letters we had never wrote. I traced my spoon along the glass and felt the weight of things that pass. You left a tip and stood to go. Your coat was same, your face more slow. You paused and turned, but in the end we didn't speak again. Maybe silence was our grace, a tender wound we didn't face. To speak would break the fragile thread of what was once, of what we said. So I just watched you fade from view, a living ghost of me and you. And though no word escaped our skin, we both knew we'd almost spoke again. The air still held what hearts once screamed of half-lived love and half-lost dreams. And in that space between goodbye was something neither could deny. A glance, a breath, a hope to we touched but didn't pen. We almost spoke again. The harmonica fades like dusk, a fading light, a quiet trust. We didn't speak, we didn't bend, but still we almost spoke again. I was just walking home, no plans. The city breathed through quiet hands. The clouds hung low, the light was gray, but something soft got in the way. The flugelhorn began to moan, like distant love left all alone. I looked up once and there you were, in sky too quiet to disturb. That shade of blue I'd seen before, the way your eyes would drift, explore. The sun broke through just like your laugh, that came and went in photographs. I thought of times we never claimed, of things we lost but never named, and how that sky refused to fade. It looked like you then slipped away. The sky looked like you that day, a little bright, a little gray, like love we held but couldn't keep, a gentle fall, a hidden deep. I stopped and stared, forgot to breathe. like time had folded underneath. And though you left with things unsaid, the sky still wore your voice instead. A breeze moved past like your old coat, still warm with thoughts you used to float. I tried to chase it down the street, but air like love won't let you meet. I whispered lines we used to share, as if the clouds still held you there, and smiled the way you used to frown. A mirror turned the wrong way round. They say that grief comes in disguise, in songs, in rain, in open skies. And maybe I was just confused, but something there had not refused. The way you lingered in the blue, the way the light still pulled me through. I knew you'd gone and yet you stayed. That sky would never quite explain. The sky looked like you that day, and held the words I didn't say. A storm that never came to be, a calm that burned too quietly. I left you there in clouds and air, but part of me still waited there, for skies to shift, for dusk to play. The sky that looked like you that day. The flugelhorn now fades and bends, like letters lost you'll never send. And in the wind I heard you say, I was the sky just once that day. There's a road beyond the shore, where we once stood and asked for more. Your coat was thin, the sky was wide. We held the dusk side by side. The baritone sax softly played, like autumn leaves that won't be stayed. You smiled, then looked the other way, and somehow love began to stray. We carved our names into a tree, thinking time would let them be. But wind and rain wore down the bark, just like our fire lost its spark. I pass that tree when nights grow long, and wonder if we both were wrong. We said forever far too fast, and left before the roots could last. Where the wind forgot our names, that's where our love still gently blames. The careless dreams, the youthful fire, the things we thought would not expire. We didn't break, we didn't burn, just slowly missed each quiet turn. And now we drift like songs unclaimed, in places where The wind forgot our names. I still recall the way you'd hum a tune that made the silence numb. The sax would echo through the room like smoke that danced and met its doom. The final night you didn't cry, just whispered low, we've said goodbye. But I still wait by that old tree for winds to bring you back to me. Time is cruel, it doesn't pause. It keeps on walking without cause. And all the places that we kissed now hold the weight of what we missed. But sometimes when the branches sway, I hear your voice just float away, as if it's riding on the breeze with all the might of memories. Where the wind forgot our names, I go alone and call the same. Your echo fades but won't let go, a love too deep for time to know. We weren't meant to burn or shine, but simply live, then leave behind a trace in dust, a word in flames, where silence forgot our names. The saxophone now slowly sighs beneath the faded endless skies. And though the world forgets our claims, I still remember where the wind forgot our names. You knew the way I took my tea. You knew the names in your family. We learned each side silent cue, until there wasn't much left new. The guitar hummed a steady phrase, a rhythm dulled by passing days. And love, it faded not in gray, but in the things we said each day. I'd finish thoughts you didn't speak. You'd fold my shirt the same each week. No more surprise, no rising flame, just comfort wrapped in someone's name. Comfort turns to quiet ache when nothing's left at stake to break. We smiled and ate, then walked away, too familiar to stay. No one cheated, no one screamed. We We just dissolved inside routine, like colors left out in the light, fading slowly, losing fight. And though we held on out of grace, we lost each other face by face, not from a storm or harsh decay, just too familiar to stay. I still recall your worn-out laugh, the way you cut your toast in half. You kissed my cheek with perfect aim, but it began to feel the same. And sameness, though it holds us warm, can also blur what once transformed. Until we look, then drift away, too familiar to stay. Some lovers burn, some lovers freeze, some die beneath unspoken needs. But we just stared across the fire and saw the end without desire. Not anger, no, but quiet dread that love had laid itself to bed, and waking in men more dismay than gently walking away. We memorized each word and tone until our hearts felt not our own. And when you left, it wasn't pain, just silence I could not explain. We knew too much, we said too few, we held too long what wasn't true. Not strangers, no, not quite that way, just too familiar to stay. The guitar plays, then softly fades, a song we hummed too many days. And now I miss you in a way that knows why we couldn't stay. You knew the way I took my tea. I knew the names in your family. We